Hello everyone, in this video I am going to explain 5 important triangle centers and their properties with diagrams. The first one is centroid, second one circumcenter, third one incenter, fourth one excenter and orthocenter. The first one is centroid. Let's take one triangle ABC. In the triangle ABC we have a total 3 sides and 3 vertices, 3 angles. Let's draw a one median. Median means a line segment joining a vertex to its opposite side middle point. Next, draw one more median from the point B. From the vertex B, its opposite side middle point. Next, from the vertex C, draw one more median. So now the 3 medians passing through a same center, then the 3 medians are called concurrent lines. And the point of concurrency is centroid and it is denoting with a capital G, and this capital G divides each median in the ratio 2:1. For example, in the triangle ABC, let's draw only one median. So here is a capital G, so then the capital G divides the median in the ratio 2:1. So that means AG is to GD is equals to 2:1. And if you have a 3 vertices of a triangle, then we have a one formula to find out the centroid, that is average of x coordinates of 3 vertices of a triangle, comma average of y coordinates of 3 vertices of a triangle. So here x1 comma y1, here b x2 comma y2, c x3 comma y3. So next second one is circumcenter. So let's take a one triangle ABC. In the triangle ABC, total 3 sides AB, BC and CA. Let's draw a one perpendicular bisector for side BC. Using the geometrical box, we have to draw the perpendicular bisectors. So here I am drawing one rough diagram. So here is a perpendicular bisector, that means it will make a 90 degrees with the BC and the BC will divide into 2 equal parts. Similarly, draw another perpendicular bisector for side AC. Next, draw perpendicular bisector for side AB. So the 3 perpendicular bisectors will be passes through a same center, then these perpendicular bisectors are called concurrent lines. And the point of concurrency is called a circumcenter and it is denoting with a capital S, circumcenter. Using the circumcenter, we can draw a one circle which is passes through a 3 vertices of a triangle. It is called a circumcircle. And this circumcenter will be equidistant from the 3 vertices of a triangle. So that means SA equals to SB equals to SC. In a acute angle triangle, the circumcenter lies inside the triangle. So acute angle triangle means each angle of a triangle is below 90 degrees. So here is a diagram for this particular property. Because this triangle is an acute angle triangle, so the circumcenter always inside of the triangle. Second property, in an obtuse angle triangle, it lies outside of the triangle. Obtuse angle triangle means in a triangle one angle is above 90 degrees is called a obtuse angle triangle. For example, let's draw a one base. This is acute angle, this is exactly 90 degrees, this is obtuse angle. So, here is a obtuse angle triangle. So, A, B, C. So, let us draw a 3 perpendicular bisectors for the each side. So, here the circumcenter, it is S outside of the triangle. Using the circumcenter, we can draw a circle which is passes through a 3 vertices of a triangle, and the S is equidistant from the 3 vertices of a triangle. Next, in a right angle triangle, it lies at the midpoint of the hypotenuse. So, here is a base AB, right angle triangle. So, it will make a 90 degrees with the base. Here is a right angle triangle. Let us draw the perpendicular bisectors for sides. So, here is the circumcenter S, it is exactly in the middle of the hypotenuse. So, using this center, we can draw a circle which is passes through a 3 vertices, it is called a circumcircle. So, the next one is in center. Let us take a one triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, we have a total 3 angles. Draw a angle bisectors with the help of geometrical box. So here is the 3 angle bisectors of triangle ABC. The 3 angle bisectors passes through a same center. So, then the 3 lines are called concurrent lines, and the point of concurrency is called a in center, and it is denoting with a capital I. Using this capital I, so consider a capital I as a center of a circle. So, then we can draw a circle which touches the 3 sides of a triangle, and the capital I will be equidistant from the 3 sides of a triangle, and this here the radius of a circle is in radius, and similarly the radius of a circle in the circumcircle is called a circumradius. So, this I is equidistant from all 3 sides of a triangle, and the circle is in circle. So, the next one is X center. Let us take a one triangle ABC. In the triangle ABC, extend the side AB and side AC. Then one exterior angle will be formed. Here also one exterior angle. 2 exterior angles will be formed, and here one interior angle of a triangle. So, draw a angle bisector for interior angle, angle bisector for exterior angle, and one more angle bisector for exterior angle. So, the 3 angle bisectors passes through a same center. This is called a X center. So, this X center, and of course, the 3 lines are called concurrent lines, and the point of concurrency is called X center. Using this X center, we can draw a one circle which touches the triangle of side internally and the remaining 2 sides externally. One side touched internally, other 2 sides touched externally. It is called a X circle, and the radius of this circle is called a X radius. Generally, we can draw total 3 X circles for a triangle ABC. Why? Because if you extending the BC side and AB side, here one exterior angle, here one more exterior angle. So, angle bisectors. So, then using this center, we can draw one more X circle, and similarly, if you extending the side AC, side BC, here we can draw one more X circle. So total 3 X circles are possible for a triangle. So the next one is orthocenter. Let's take a one triangle ABC. So draw a perpendiculars for each side. From the vertex A, let's draw one perpendicular. From B, draw one second perpendicular. From C, draw third perpendicular. All perpendiculars will make a 90 degrees with respect to sides. Then these three perpendiculars will be passes through a same center. So then these three lines are called concurrent lines, and the point of concurrency is called a orthocenter. It is denoting with a capital O. So finally, the centroid is denoting with a capital G, circumcenter denoting with a capital S, incenter denoting with a capital I, orthocenter denoting with a capital O. When you locating these four centers in one isosceles triangle, then so these four centers will lies on the same line. So then these four centers are called collinear points. Collinear points. But what is the meaning of isosceles triangle? If any two sides are equal in a triangle, is called a isosceles triangle. So look at the diagram here. G, S, I, O all are on the same line, so they are a collinear points. Similarly, G, S, I, O located in a equilateral triangle, then the four centers will be coincide at one point. Equilateral triangle means all three sides are equal. So that's it. These are the 5 major important triangle centers. Thank you.